Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, follow my Instagram Lolly Forever, follow my TikTok Lolly Forever 1, and follow my dog Instagram Baby Sammy for life. So anyway, for today's video, I'm going to be talking all about voice lessons and that whole thing. Also, I'm planning tomorrow I'm going to take some new Instagram photos because I took some kind of recently and they turned out cool, but I want to take some more. So if you're wondering why I'm not wearing my squad tour jacket when I'm always wearing it, it's because it's in the dryer right now. So anyways, I will say, voice lessons. Here's the thing. I'm going to talk about, my first one I'm going to be talking about. That's what I need to do. And I just remembered that, I have something to do today, and it has to be done by 4:30. I have to figure out what song I'm going to do in voice lessons. I think I have an idea. I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah, anyways. Oh yeah, I'll probably just do that one, because that would be really cool. Okay, sorry. I'm thinking of doing the one that I've done the past 2 voice lessons, because I really like the song. Also, I know the song. Also, yeah, I'm probably gonna do that one. Also, Allison has heard me sing it once. Carrie has heard me sing it once. So, yeah. But anyway, my very first voice lesson, I remember, it was with Allison Porter on Zoom. All of my voice lessons I've done are on Zoom. And this one was really cool. This one was really, really cool. Because this one was really cool because I was off edge, and I will say that 100%, because literally what happened leading up to it was the week before I saw something about the voice lesson, but I didn't say anything, and then in the next week I brought it up to my parents and I ended up doing it. I was off edge because of a lot of reasons. First up, voice lessons. I never done one before up till this point. And I am kind of the new person because some of these people have been doing it for weeks and stuff, and they are starting to really know each other and stuff. That one thing that I will say is that as much as I try not to get to know people in voice lessons I do and dance lessons, and because it's on Zoom and it's weird to say that I made friends off of Zoom, and I won't really say there's any time oh yeah, we're definitely friends, well, other than Allie, Sophie, and Linnea. And Linnea and me, we're on good terms. We don't ever talk really anymore. We used to sometimes DM, and occasionally we might, but we're on really good terms. Nothing happened there, so it's just kind of it never really went anywhere, as it never turned into good friends or anything. It was just kind of oh, we met each other in dance class on Zoom, and we got to know each other because we would see each other on there all the time, and then we would talk sometimes through Instagram. So yeah, and then we'll like each other's posts and stuff sometimes. But Allie and Sophie, I would say we talk sometimes through Instagram. they're really talented dancers and stuff. But anyways, like, but with my very first voice lesson, it's like, I never done voice lesson. I'm coming in as a new person. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I was going to even be able to make it through and fully intact emotionally because of how badly my crush wanted me to sing. And I didn't know what was going to happen. Emotionally, I will say I made it through. It's not really hard emotionally. It's just when I'm in voice lessons, and I do know that part of him is there with me, like, whether he knows it or not. But I also know that he would be very happy and very proud if he knew. But is it hard? No. Well, yes and no. It's like yes and no because it's not necessarily hard. It's just knowing how badly I wish he knew. And because I know how much she would be so excited about this. And yes, obviously I miss him. But how can I not? He's my favorite person in the entire world. Or no offense family that's watching this. Because I like to say that because I like to say the no offense family because I don't want them to get upset over someone that I known since I was 6, almost 7, and is my favorite person ever. Although it's a close tie with him and Sam. I love you, Sam. Also, I'm going to be answering one quick question because I realized I don't know if I ever fully explained and why I never say Sam's middle name. And I don't say his last name because it's our last name and I'm not putting that out there. I would never do that. But if you're wondering why did you say Susie's middle name but not Sam's? Because Susie's middle name is Q. So it sounds like Susie Q. My mom picked it out. Now, I wanted to name her Pop Star, but my mom said we're not naming her Pop Star. And then my mom said, you name Sam, I name this one. And so, yeah. Although I did come up with Susie's nickname, and Princess. So, yeah, anyways. But the reason I never said Sam's middle name is because I have such an addiction towards my crush that I name everything after him. I'm not joking when I say this. And we have an angel that goes on top of the Christmas tree. And it literally is mine and my crush's name combined because my mom told me I could name it because I like to name things and give things. I like to when it's a baby doll or a Barbie or an angel or something when it's something like that, I like to give it a name or statues that don't have a name. And so, originally I was gonna name the angel my crush's name. Well, name the angel my crush's name, and I ended up changing it and just doing mine and my crush's name combined because it's a really nice, I like that name. And part of my nickname and my crush's name. I'll say that. But anyways, the reason I never shared Sam's middle name is because Sam's middle name is my crush's name. And I don't want to put it out there and I don't want to put it out there without his permission. If I find him one day and he's like, oh yeah, you can say it, on social media, then I will. But that can be his decision. So yeah. But anyways, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I have a voice lesson later on, so I'm doing really good. Because that can be fun. Because voice lessons are always so much fun for me. So anyways, like, yes, like during voice lessons, I know he would be proud and stuff. But my very first voice lesson, right away, I loved the teacher. Like, right away, I'm like, okay, hey, I really like this. This is a good class. Like, because right away, the teacher saw I was new. And like, I got to kind of talk with her for a moment. And instantly I'm like, yes, this is a really good teacher. Even though nothing really happened other than one little conversation. And stuff. So anyway, I told her it was my first voice lesson. I was off edge because I didn't know what to expect. I'm coming in as the new person. I never done a voice lesson before, like all these elements. And instantly, it was just a lot of fun. She explained it to me, and things were a lot of fun. We take our warm-ups, and then we eventually got to my turn, and yeah, and it went really, really well. It went really, really well, and since from day one on a voice lesson, I wouldn't say since then, but since day one of voice lesson for me anyways, I have done good in everyone. I'm not perfect, I will say that, but there have been times when I did do. I always say that there is such thing as perfect, you just gotta find it. And I have done, in my mind, wasn't perfect by not being able to do anything better a couple of times. And that's not me trying to brag. It's just, and I base my turn off of feedback. So if the teacher gives me a bunch of corrections or gives me a bunch of corrections, then I know that it was nowhere near perfect, but it wasn't horrible. It was good. It's just nowhere near perfect. And if the teacher gives me no corrections whatsoever, and said I nailed it, then in my mind that's perfect. And when the teacher gives me a couple corrections, but not a ton, then I know I did good and that I was close to perfect, just not quite there yet. So anyways, doing voice lessons is a lot of fun. And I worked with Allison a couple of times. And it's always fun working with her because she's really talented. She's done so many incredible things. And I still can't believe to this day that I get to work with her. It's mind blowing sometimes. I wake up sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and sometimes I'll start to kind of think about it and I'm there's no way that Allison Porter, someone who had done Broadway, had done TV appearances, done choreography, choreography, Broadway, TV appearances, worked professionally, and done 2 Broadway shows, at least, and worked with XOG Pop, has done a lot of really, really incredible things, and won season 9 of The Voice. There's no way that she's my voice teacher, well, one of them. Then over time, then Carrie came into the picture, and I didn't know how that was going to work. Or I didn't know how that was going to work in my mind because I knew that Allison would not give us a teacher that didn't know what they were doing. I knew she would find someone that knows what they're doing and to work with us while she was off film. While she was off, like, I wasn't say filming, but like, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I know the answer, I'm not saying. But anyway, we're working professionally is what I'm gonna say. Also, I love how my hair's starting to get really long. It's like starting to get long. And I love that right now it's not a complete mess. Well, this part isn't. Up here could be better. But it's fine. But like, also I didn't know how it was going to go because I never worked with another voice teacher other than Allison. And Carrie has done incredible. She's incredible. She has done a lot for me, singing wise, and just excitement wise. Like, I mean, day one, I impressed her, and that, for me, is a big deal, because first impressions are everything. They're a big deal, so if you have a good first impression, then that makes you look good. And what I mean by I impressed her was, I am the type of person, I like doing wordy songs. This is how Carrie put it, is that I like songs with a lot that are really, really fast and upbeat and have a lot of words. And that's really cool, because the thing that impressed her was, I remember the first voice lesson with her, I was doing like the end XOD pop song Merry Go Round, and she was impressed because she was confused on how someone was getting so many words out. Like she was just impressed because it's really, really upbeat and it's really, really fast and it's got a lot of words. And one thing that I will say, which is, and this is actually the reason I never use a track. Like when I'm in voice lessons, it's my voice. It's not a voice from someone else. Like what I mean by that is like sometimes I'll see like people will like I have the song playing a little bit like they'll like have the song playing but they'll have it turned down really well in the background to like I I don't really know why. I think it's because I think they do like lyric videos and stuff so they can see the lyrics. Me, if it's a song that I need lyrics, I'll look it up on my phone. I never do a lyric video. Or I'll print out the lyrics. So, anyway, she was really impressed. And I don't do that. And the reason that I don't do that is when it's my voice and it's not, like, playing, the song isn't playing in the background. I can kind of take my time on it and not make it so fast and so rushed, and people won't know. And that's a little hack. Like, yes, I still have to, like, kind of keep up with how the song actually is, because if it's a song that people really know, then they can kind of tell. But when it's just my voice, I can almost be a little bit, like, slower than how it actually is, and people won't really know. And that's a fun little hack that I like to do. And it's not even that I try to slow it down. Like it's that nice like thing to where I know I don't have to like when the song is playing. If I'm not word for word on the exact word on the exact second, it makes it seem like I'm off, or it's just not as good. But when I'm able to kind of not have to be word for word exactly on the spot, then it's good. And because then nobody knows. It's like if I'm a quarter of a second behind how it actually is, nobody's gonna know because they're hearing my voice. They're not hearing the song playing in the background. I like that. I like that a lot. And I'm not that type of person that likes to do that, but I do like having that as there because I like being able, I like knowing that because then I'm not so rushed. Because when I notice that when I feel really rushed, when I feel like the song is so upbeat and so fast, and I start to feel rushed, I mess up way more. And so knowing that I don't have to be so rushed makes me do even better. But yeah, I'm really happy right now. And the thing is, last week's voice lesson, and also there was one other with Allison Porter. The one with Allison Porter, there was one Pacific one. Looked like it was really, really good. It was like one voice lesson that I will never forget because something happened in it that was like so exciting. I did the beginning of XOG pop song Merry Go Round, and I nailed it. Meaning, I did in my mind what is perfect. In my mind, I couldn't have done better. And the truth is, I don't think I could have done better because the only correction I got from Allison Porter, which is very rare for her to say this because I haven't heard her say it to anyone other than me in the one time. Was the correction was the girls would want to hear it because XOG Pop is a girl group of pop stars. And the fact that she said that, which is a really good thing, like that just made me so happy. And then last week's voice lesson mind blew me. Like last week's voice lesson, I still can't believe it feels unreal, which was that last week I had Carrie Larson. And working with Carrie Larson, I always love working with her and Allison. They're both incredible. But anyways, the thing that I really loved was that it was my turn. I did a song. I'm not going to say what song. It's my favorite song right now. I'm not saying what song because of the fact that it is the one that I am. If they do the Groove Interactive Talent Show, I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to give them another, probably another month. And if they don't do anything or say anything about it, then I will figure out something and post it on social media or something. Maybe I won't use the song because copyright, but I will figure something out. And so anyways, I was doing the song, and she gave me 2 corrections. And then I did it again, and she said, I fixed them. That's good. And she's like, can you do this one word again? And she told me, what word it was in the song. And I did it. And she's like, can you do it without vibrato? And she explained, well, she didn't really explain it at first. And so I'm like, I didn't really 100% know, but I kind of, so I just did it again, and then she realized, she explained it then. And she was like, it's the waves, don't do it with the waves. It's a straight line. The best way to say is a straight line, but it has waves in it. And you don't want the waves, you want to be straight. No waves. And so she told me to do it again. And I did it, and her chair rolled backward, and she, you did it. And I didn't, I was standing there at first because I didn't, know if I did it or not. I tried to, and she's like, you did it. And as soon as she said it, the way that she said it, something about it just felt like a huge win. And almost like she didn't expect me to do it right away. Almost like she thought it would take a while, and I did it first try. That's not me bragging, that's just me celebrating a win that I had. Because I don't let myself celebrate too often, but this was one time where I'm like, you're gonna celebrate. And instantly, I was just so excited. And then soon later, or I want to say the next day or something, and I went on my phone and I went on Instagram and I saw that she started following me. And I'm like, wait, am I seeing this right? I was wiping my eyes a little bit, looking to make sure I was seeing it right, and I was. And that was a huge thing for me because it meant a lot. I'm gonna say peace out. Bye.